Hi. Told you I'll be back. Okay. I was thinking about, let's get a piece of this, because my throat is a little bit. Okay. Okay. I was thinking about, me having my grandchild. And I've been having it for some years. And I was thinking about how I never expressed towards or to my daughter being bitter about it, being upset about it, and how I recently was looking back and processing it because because I was having another conversation, and in that conversation, the thought came to mind that it could have happened or came about to save me from me. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking about this and how how that might have came about, or not might, but I do know that it came about to save me from me. Because I've been on this journey of self. Evaluating me. You know, all about me. Knowing me. Self-mastery. Okay. And then if that wouldn't have came about me being, guardian of my grandchild, that I probably would have went another path, because I was just thinking about that back then, being in a relationship, and then the discussions way before me getting my grandchild. And the conversations was like, because my children's going to be 18 pretty soon, and we making plans, and we're going to hit the road, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, because the thought is, your child my child get 18, and legally, I'm not responsible, and I'm going to do this, and this. And so the mindset was different back then. And so I was looking at it, and I was thinking about our Creator presented something to me in the form of me taking care of my grandchild. And so I didn't look at it as punishment because I couldn't do what I was thinking about doing or what have you. Or I didn't look at it like that, punishment. But I adapted, and I took on the responsibility, and I did what I needed to do. But I was thinking about how it was presented. I could have rejected it, but that means I probably would have went down a different path. But I didn't reject it. And I see it as a gift that was presented because of, having the free will and all. Free will. Because there's so many different choices. There's choices after choices after choices. And you see it and hear it. But it was something presented to me, like I could have rejected it. But it was something that aided me in this journey. And it was something that possibly saved me from me. Because when I think about having a different mindset then, and I could have made choices that could have led me down roads that could have been avoided, or And I was thinking about this and thinking about how others that might not have your interests at heart, and how others can see when one is maybe at war with themselves. It might be seen through the way that you carry yourself, your appearance, or your statue. If you're like and looking weary, and then it might be inviting to some that might want to prey on you, take advantage, or what have you. Or even in your conversation about you that you might have with others, it could be heard, especially if you're speaking in the language of I can't, or I don't know how, or those kind of things, instead of saying I am. It can be seen by others that could take advantage and lead, especially if you're not like keeping yourself in check and evaluating on you evaluating you and keeping you in check, or managing you. Pardon me. So, our Creator presents. And, if you're in a mindset, the what's presented could be looked at like, this is hindering, or in my way, or a punishment, or what have you. It could be seen like that, instead of look at it like processing it and really looking at it. Because you might, you could, I'm since I thought about that, and I was looking back and trying to see if there was other instances that I can pinpoint. And I know there's many, but it might not have been seen. I'm a little bit puffy here dealing with this stuff, but it's on its way out the door. But yeah, about you saving you from you and keeping you in check. And it's like a never-ending story. You know, because it could be come about at a moment. Like if you're making a hurried decision or what have you, and not really like processing and trying to see things at different angles. But yeah, just threw that in there. But